Yeah, RPM Trade Vietnam and this bitch Woo Bang. What up? Hey yo, I got a microphone going right now. Finally got me a microphone. I got a clip right here. Hoping it's secure right there. It's less likely for me to hit it and make it fall. The clip not real strong, but I did a microphone test and it sounded good. But we're gonna get another test on the microphone before we get too far into it. It's a beautiful Saturday in Cedar Rapids, Iowa right now, man. It's nice as hell outside. AR 500. I work in the aerospace industry, but I'm a gun rights activist. So I get out and I do open carry demonstrations with my AR-15 so I can show people what's legal, why it's important to be armed, and that it might be worth it to have a healthy distrust for government because they crazy.
I got pulled over earlier. I think my camera was sitting right on the seat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I feel like you can't be doing that. You got to get a dog. It's like, no, baby.
Nah.
He's like, no. He's like, yeah, honest it up.
Yeah.
He had the number. He's like, this doesn't come back. So I'm like, let's go back to it. He's like, well, not good. I'm like, well, that sucks. I fucking bought it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
He's like, really? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, see, I try to get out here to curb all of that kind of stuff to make it unlikely that cops in Cedar Rapids, where I live and where I do most of these at, I want to make it hard for them to do that to you over some shit like that because I'm making them accept it when I'm out here like this. So if they can't find where they supposed to be in their oath of office and realize that hassling you over there and trying to fluff up the shit like it's got to be in a box, untrue. One in the chamber, I got a Glock on me too. All these fucking magazines, bulletproof vests, they can't even say nothing to me. He should have never brought that to you as if you might be a problem. That's crazy that he even tried that. That's why I'm out here, man. I'm trying to soften their ass up. They got to face this shit the hard way. What's that? I've done probably about 150 or so of these over the past almost 6 years. So I don't come out as often as I would like, but I live in Cedar Rapids, so I do most of them here. But I've been to Austin, Texas. Huh? No, I live, yeah, Southwest side. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's important, man, and I think we got to address them hard and loud and but as sweet as possible. See, I got this right here. So I stream to YouTube like I am right now, actually, and I proved that I can get strangers to hug me, not just wave from a car, but to even hug me, a stranger with a big ass gun on, because we know out here what's going on, who's the bad guy, who's not, and we understand that the good guy's gonna like this gun too. They want to conflate these issues and make it look like either you love the gun and you're really just a bad person waiting to be bad, or you hate the gun and you're trying to save the children. And this black and white issue that they try to paint, man, fuck all that, bro. I'm not gonna let them talk that crazy shit while I'm watching them do it. They're not telling the truth about these guns, man, and I'm tired of it. So I gotta come out here and do this and be like, I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna obey your fucking oath of office while I talk shit about how y'all do your job. Yeah, because you know that the cop can fabricate or even have some legal magical paper justification to shake you down, maybe handcuff you, suggest that you give him money, or else him and his buddies with guns will come looking for you, that they'll never let that grudge go. Once you owe them money, they'll never let it go. Never ever let it go. If I did that to you over $150 speeding ticket, people will call me something, but when they got a badge, then they go, let him do his job? Over $150, he will kill you in front of your kids for that $150. If he wanted that money and you said, fuck no, he's gonna be like, oh no, we'll go to you fucking dead. You gonna give me that $150. This is what they do to you. And if you fight them, then they say, fuck the $150. This man's trying to kill me. He reached for my gun, and then they do that type of stuff. What's that? Downtown? I was down there in that way, yeah.
This guy, he got jumped by a bunch of Asian guys.
Uh-huh.
He was on the ground getting stopped. The cops came to jump in the path. They should have beat him up. I saw it all. They kind of inmates. He got charged with assaulting officers. He put a statement back to the cops on him. He dropped it.
They asked for something very unnatural for a man to accept being bullied without fighting back.
Fucking jumped, and I don't know if it's a cop on me. I'm hitting whoever.
Yeah, man.
That point is, I'm on the ground just
There's no room for you to be natural. You got to fit their frame, or they start charging you. Like, it's crazy, man. And what's crazy is that they do a good job by protecting people who cannot or will not protect themselves. So much of the rest of the job are so many deal breakers that I think we need to revamp what we think police are even supposed to be. Why can't we just have a discussion on how the fuck, when they violate with the confidence that they will be protected by who they are, and they know that. So when they violate, they go, "Oh, what'd I do?" Then you go, "Look at this asshole admitted that he thought what he's going to be found to be guilty later of was going to be shadowed by his badge."
What's the difference between you and a cop? A cop discharges his gun in town. He doesn't get in trouble. You do it.
Yep.
You get discharging a firearm in town.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's they do one thing very well, and that is protect us. I mean, protect the elite and the controlling system. They protect them, because if we want to go at them, all of the cops will stand between us and them. And in the meantime, they go, "Well, since we got you guys hypnotized and all docile, and you're not throwing rocks at the throne, I don't like the way you were driving. $200 right fucking now, or not now. You got." And then they want to take the guns too. And when they start talking shit like that, you have to know that something scary is going to happen.
100%. Guns are not just a weapon to go hurt people. They're a tool.
It's a tool.
Yeah, at the end of the day, guns
Yeah.
are a tool.
Yeah, pencils don't misspell words. You did that shit,
Yeah.
type shit, Like, they want us to not think around what they're doing, and they also want us to not be courageous enough to go at them. So I say, whatever I can do that's legal that they can't stop me, and I can be as vibrant as I can be with what I'm saying, I will do that. If this is legal, I'm going to go to the fullest extent that the law will allow me, where I can expect no fighting. And then when I get out there, I'm going to exercise my First Amendment right, where I'm going to talk shit about y'all, and you're not going to fucking say nothing to me, put your hands on me, move out of the way. These people want to hug me. If I do it like that, like, if they ever change the gun laws and all of a sudden I'm a bad person, just know that they did this to the huggable guy. They did this to the dude that was hugging people. Now, do you get it now? Now stop them. Like, what else are y'all waiting for? So, yeah, I'm trying to be that. Yeah, man.
So they shut that down. All you'd have to do is pull up that note you got, like it sucks.
Yeah. And I guess I got almost 6 years of streaming all of my activism all over YouTube. So it was 6 years of me hugging all of the public, man, hugging people, pregnant people, ex-Marines, all type of shit, man. So if they ever diss on me, like, if I'm out here and there becomes a problem, it's whoever came to me with the problem. Because every time I do this and people hug me, that's what happens, bro. I wasn't the problem. I've never been the problem. And there's a long track record of me not being the problem. So I want to make it hard for them to really fuck with me. And if they do, I want to stand as an example of how they don't give a fuck what we do or say.
Good people become the problem. They're doing things that other people don't like, what I've noticed.
Yep. Yeah. That's what's your name, man?
Isaac.
My name is Trey, man.
I'm gonna head out, but yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you too, man. What up, y'all? How's my sound doing, y'all? I ain't even respond to my sound check I kept remembering and then forgetting and then remembering and then forgetting again that my camera was even on. I could have been setting this up while I was talking to him. Hopefully y'all heard enough for the conversation. This is how it is very often, man. I couldn't even get my shit out the car. He was already pulling up to me. I seen him circle the block. He was looking at me too. When I pulled up and got out the car, he was watching me. I think people know. I mean, people know who I am, bro. Motherfuckers know who I am. It don't even take much. I get recognized when I'm like in grocery stores, just openly. You know what? Openly carrying a pistol like I do all the time kind of makes people look twice. And if they know they see me out here in the corner, it's easy to make that connection. So it's a helpful reminder that you saw me before. When I'm out here with this fucking AR and then you see me in the grocery store with a pistol, you go, man, that's the same dude. That's got to be the same dude. How's my sound in here? Is it good? Love the new mic. I'm glad y'all can hear. So we're going to give it a real test. I'm going to back way up from the camera. And then if somebody can confirm that the sound quality never changed much. That'd be good. Let's see. Are we still good? Y'all can still hear me pretty good because I'm not even talking that loud. I'm just casually talking like I'm standing next to y'all. But if y'all can still hear me, then let me know how that sounds. It took me way too long to get on my mic game. It took me way too long, and I apologize. Sound good. All right. Then we in this bitch. Yeah, man, I want to talk my shit. Good. I want to talk my shit because, of course, I think it's a sign of how people are raised, first of all, and that's almost a cliche thing for me to say to even address what I'm about to say, because if you're paying attention to life in general, then you know that we are all a product of our childhood and the environment that was there. I was just talking to a buddy earlier today, and we were talking about how it's obvious that by the age of 6, 7, 8 years old, you have formed different parts of your personality that'll probably never change. Now your environment could maybe help you suppress some of those characteristics that are bad, or you can learn to control or harness those things. Thank you. You could, maybe have an environment that'll help you. Really build on some positive things that you have developed in your childhood. One way or another, you will find yourself forming irreversible characteristics in your childhood, and then you're gonna bring that to your adulthood. We all do that. I can clearly think of things that were said to me as a kid that I still hear so heartily in my head right now, that I know that it's affected how I perceive myself and other people in my adult life. I can tell, man. I remember.
Hello, sir.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks, man.
I love what you're doing, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I love the appreciation, man. Every hug helps.
Every hug helps.
It proves that
I don't fear you right now.
Yeah, that you don't fear me. And in the midst of showing me that you don't fear me, asking for the hug is like it's such a nail in the coffin of the gun control. Because I don't know you guys, and not only do you accept me, but you will get that close to hug another man. To hug another man in public in front of everybody, you got to mean that shit. This gun shit breaks down all the barriers, racial barriers, all that shit don't mean shit, man. That's good, man. I'm glad you guys understand. You guys got guns? Thank you. He said this shit beautiful. The AR, he liked it.
All right, we gotta get to a party, sir. Right?
Okay, yeah. Party.
Are those the Adidas covers, brother?
Man, I don't know what these are, man. I saw them and I liked them, but they are Adidas, yeah. I think you might be right.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yep. You too, man. The one guy drove past, he was like, I love that AR, it's fucking beautiful. That's what's up, man. I'm telling you, man, like, people really do understand. The understanding is so, man, I love it, man. I love it, man. There's not, if ever I have ever seen something to break down what you would imagine being a racial barrier, it has been everything that I've been doing with this gun rights activism. So many damn people, man, that you would not think would have anything in common with me at all, to give a fuck about what a nigga that looked like me got to say about nothing. So many people who you wouldn't think would choose to be so intimate that they would hug me as a stranger on the corner. They see the gun thing and they say, man, look, I got to give you a hug. We got to cross all cultural and racial barriers that may have been there or may not have been there. Like, a lot of people don't even have these barriers in the first place. And that's what I'm proving too. Like, everybody come from their own fucking walk of life, and we don't have everything in common, and that's okay. I like the uniqueness in the human experience. But what's powerful is that where we are the same is all of the shit that we need to be latching on to so that we can keep ourselves from finding ourselves in the same damn mass grave. There's something looming over humanity that does not deserve any peace. Whatever this is, you are supposed to shake they shit up. You're not supposed to sit back and watch them do this shit and just accept it as being okay. It's such a crime scene investigation, more so like a crime scene investigation while we're on the trail of a serial killer, because we know that there's bodies out here. There's some casualties here, and somebody has systematically put in the proverbial shovel into the dirt to dig another grave for humanity. And I really got a feeling that we're on the cusp of crossing into a new era of politics for sure. The financial, the economic system is fucking shaky. They did their little test run for that C-19 bullshit. Man, come on, man. When they did that C-19 bullshit, man, so crazy. It's breathtaking, man, what it is that they did with this shit. They did so many fucking test runs and examinations while they had us under the spell that we should even listen to any of that. They fuck with the economy. These motherfuckers said that the germs was on the fucking money to try to scare you from the money. And then they said we had a coin shortage. I don't know what the fuck they was trying to test by saying that. But that shit came out of nowhere, and then it went away just as mysteriously. Nobody like announced like a change. They just stopped talking about it. It's like, what the fuck was all of that for? What's going on? But they know how to move the money around during the C-19 thing, was scaring you from the money and sheltering in place, and you know how minimalized, how minimalized public traffic was for a while. People covering their faces and shit. So if there's any bad side effects or repercussions from us covering our face and breathing in our own exhaust, so to speak, then people went through the little bit of effect that might have. Let's not talk about the what the medical industry did to you when you ran looking for a medical help for the flu, and now they using all of these strong ass fucking breathing assistant machinery and all this other type of shit that was killing people. Man, y'all are crazy. More people died and felt more pain in the panic and the knee-jerk reaction and following these punk ass orders from all that shit than what actually died from the fucking illness. And this is, it's just wild to me that they played y'all in front of everybody. They played everybody, and nobody really even backtracked to even hold them accountable. Now people talk about what Fauci has done and how criminal it might have been, and more things are developing, but y'all are almost expecting for them to police themselves, like the same cops that protect Fauci are going to go arrest him, and then they not gonna do that, bruh. They don't do that shit. And even when they put on the show like they have arrested some high-ranking government official for some crimes this motherfucker committed, man, if I don't see a nigga in jail with a cell phone that he smuggled in, and he's Snapchatting a fucking day, that he locked up with Hillary Clinton, that she locked up with Hillary Clinton, or somebody locked up with Trump, or whoever the fuck else deserve to be locked up, because they all deserve to be locked up. They've all committed crimes to break their oath of office. Don't nobody want to abide by the laws and rules when it means you gotta change your government to hold the criminals accountable. You tell them that, and now it's okay for us to let them slide about breaking laws and rules and oaths of office and shit. But until that happens, I'm never going to believe that when they cart one of these motherfuckers off, that they actually went anywhere. I don't think Epstein killed himself for none of that shit. He'd be a goddamn fool if he didn't try to fake his death. He got all this money and resources to try to manipulate the people that he need to make that attempt to try to fake his death. If he didn't try to fake his death, he's stupid. He's not even that smart. Stop praising these people if they're idiots. That's not even a smart guy fucking thing to do. You got all this power and influence, and you didn't try to fake their death when they had your whole fucking life in a vice. You was finna go, man. You was finna go through the ringer, bro. I think it would make more sense even then for the people who could have got their lives fucked up by Epstein spilling the beans on their ass. Man, all them people that might have wanted him dead, so they thought he was gonna rat their ass out, man, they all band together and pull some fucking strings and get him out of there, bro. They wouldn't have to kill him like that. And I think he a fucking goofy if he didn't try that. I would have. Before I killed myself, I would try to fake the death. You ain't got nothing else to lose, boy. They would sentence this man to fucking 700 years. You're never gonna go anywhere. They will hold your funeral and bring your bones back to the cell, boy. You gotta serve that time, right? He's like, man, fuck all that. I'm out of here. Yeah, Epstein was on some weird shit, and the people that was on his list is some weird ass people. And he not the only place where this shit was going. Man, come on, man. It's everywhere. I think there's great discoveries to be uncovered if you look into child trafficking and human trafficking and children and family services in this country. And these overseas missionaries, they be going to Haiti and Africa and all these other fucking places and shit. Man, get out of here, bro. Y'all don't love them black and brown kids that much to go over there acting like that when black and brown kids in your city can't get you to respect them enough to not call them savages and gangbangers. You don't want your kids dating these kids or none of that shit, man. Stop playing, man. Y'all play a lot. Y'all talk a lot of bullshit. Y'all talk a lot of bullshit. I don't be believing none of that shit they say about nothing. I think if anything at all can give a human being an advantage over other people, you got to look to that place and say, well, we know you can take advantage of us, or you can take advantage of us over here. So we're going to put up so much protection to keep people from being here and taking advantage that you're not going to get away with it. And when we catch you, we fuck you up. You gonna know better. Fuck with us. Don't nobody come here to this government, to these government offices trying to bully or run over top of or take advantage of the American people. That's what's supposed to be the sentiment. But none of them will get up there to say that they even trying to protect you from other bad politicians. They just call other politicians bad politicians. But they don't say nothing about what they did to try to protect you from these motherfuckers. It's crazy. If Trump's such a bad person, Hillary, why the fuck ain't y'all filing no charges? And vice versa. Trump, bitch ass, said that Hillary's gonna be in jail if he won that fucking presidency. He won that presidency. He stopped talking about that bitch. That bitch disappeared. Went off and wrote a fucking book explaining why the fuck she lost. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Fucking psycho. Why? How are these people even still alive? They all live so damn long. It's fucking disappointing. But it's equally disappointing when they die and they never face none of the shit that they had to face. I'm always sad when I hear about these motherfuckers dying. I'm like, damn. And there was never no trial, no public execution or nothing. Oh, that's whack. You're supposed to smoke their ass in front of everybody and tell them to stop fucking playing. How the fuck else you think you're supposed to drum up any fucking trust in the ones that are supposed to follow when you complain about all these politicians, but you ain't holding nobody's feet to the fire at all about nothing? Fucking country is so fucking corrupt. Are y'all telling me that there's never been such a corrupt politician in this country, that there was an execution of a politician that was convicted of violating his oath of office? Has that ever happened in this country? I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't know though. And if so, how recent? That ain't no recent shit. I ain't never heard of no politician being fucking charged, thrown in prison, and then executed by the chair, lethal injection, no hanging, no nothing. I ain't never heard no story of that. So they all get in there and there was never any reason to fucking get mad. Quit playing. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Especially when you can see the Biden family doing what they doing. The Trump family ain't all fucking sweet. They not. None of them are. I've been saying more and more often lately that if y'all paid enough attention to the idea that the energy and the monster behind the Kennedy assassination, they didn't do that and then disappear or go away. Anybody that can smoke a sitting president like they did Kennedy is going to be forever affecting politics in this country. They will forever have a hold on that. That came from something that's never going to fucking let you go because it was too powerful for them to do that, for them to let you go ever. That opened doors and set an example and paved the way for a more freer political arena in this country. Stop it. Stop it, man. Y'all don't be putting things together and then holding grudges. I hold grudges, bro. Government, every time government ever fucked up in the history of any conspiracy you can name for me, I'll bring it up and I'll say fuck them about that shit. And I'm never going to forget either. Never going to forget that shit. Yeah, hospitals were killing people, bro, during that shit, man. That shit was crazy, man. And I used to listen to old stories of ancient civilizations doing crazy sports games and shit where they would like sacrifice virgins, or what's the dodgeball game where they would throw like severed heads at each other, and then like the winning team, they got the honor to get their shit chopped off so that their heads can be used in the next game or some shit like that. I don't know. But like, I mean, from everything from Mayan or Aztec shit like that, even to things like um, was that Moloch? Is that the bull? Is that the bull god, the horn god Moloch? Which is like all. What's up? I'm a gun rights activist, so I like to do. Yeah, yeah. I like to go to the fullest extent of what's legal, and then come out here to show people like, hey, you know, everything I'm doing right here is legal. You should know that. If you don't know that, surprise, newsflash, right? And then I also want to show people that um, heroes like this gun too. The good guy likes this firearm too. Like it's a tool, and if they think that it's so effective to do bad stuff, they should expect that the good guys say, well, it might be effective for me to fucking make that guy stop that if he wants to. You know, so I think, and that's just surface level. I think we are watching what the Ukraine is going through. We know what has happened throughout history. Really, is that when governments use gun control on their own people, they become susceptible to their own government and outside forces, which sounds crazy to me for anybody to ever accept that. And we have to expect that we are disappointed with any politics in America. We have to imagine that a loss of the gun rights could pave the way for a nightmare administration 5 years away, 10 years away. Once you lose those guns, you never get them back. And then when you do that, a nightmare politician might do something very bad that no one likes. And we can't even allow them the foot in the door in that way. They made strong gun control 5 years before Hitler ran through Europe smashing shit. And they gave it up at a time where they thought that politically it made sense for them to give it up because they had no political fears in sight. Then 5 years later, he showed up and started kicking doors and no one could stop him. And he went directly to the patriotic heroes and say, we got a gun registration. We know who you are. You're going to give that gun up or die on your porch. So I'm thinking, why would we keep watching them do this? America can't fall in that way. That would be a shame. Our founding forefathers told us don't let them do that. And we have to know that when a government starts talking in that way, even if they don't mean to be tyrannical later, it looks too much like that for us to just be okay with them saying that for any reason. And we have to just tell them no. And that I'm huggable too.
You want to hug?
Yeah.
You can hug me too because I'm an AR owner.
Nice. I'm so glad you are.
Yeah.
If you don't start that fight, you're supposed to win. And sometimes you need a gun for that. And there's no room for, I hate sad stories where bullies win. And then everyone's all sad about the innocent person that didn't deserve that shit, that was on the losing end of that. And I'm going, man, I wish the bad guy was the one we were talking about. I'm fucking tired of hearing this shit. Will you guys go get guns and bring your big hearts with you?
Right.
So that this doesn't happen so much.
Right.
You know? And you know, the gun hate, they're loud. But I think we need to be loud too and lovable so that we show, hey, I'm talking shit, but I am huggable. If you put your arms out, I bet you I do the same thing. If you do that, I will too, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm always big on the whole, guns don't kill people, people kill people.
They do. And governments with guns kill people a lot.
Yep.
A lot.
Yep.
And I don't think we should be okay with that. We should just softly tell them, hey, do your job, but we're not going to do the gun confiscation. Don't talk like that. Put energy into fixing this other stuff.
Right.
How about you fix the food? How about you leave these farmers alone? How about you stop the bullshit? Do that part.
Fix the veterans.
Yeah. All these guys go give their lives, the bravest of us, and then they take advantage of them. And then they treat them like shit. And then they have, slight mental issues or with the PTSD, and then they don't take care of them in that way. It's like, look what you did to these people, man. You can do a better job at protecting them than that. Look at what you gave Ukraine, and you're still asking for money. Don't fucking talk to me about Ukraine. Like, I understand they always hide behind good stuff to make it look like it's okay if some of it hurts. I was like, no, dude, you guys are so smart. Figure out how to help them without hurting us. And if you can't figure it out, you got to tell them, I'm sorry, guys, what do you want us to do? We have our own problems. But I don't know.
How old are you?
I'm 43.
How old?
43.
Oh, so you're younger than me.
Yeah, 43. Yep. I surprised myself how long it took me to be mature about politics and to pay attention to the things and didn't care about it. But having kids, kind of does something to you. Then you start thinking, what's going on? Don't do that. My kids, but I was 21. I couldn't say, my kids. I was just saying, I don't care about everything.
Yeah, my husband's really big on like the politics and everything. And
yeah.
His biggest thing is he's not worried about like us. He's more worried about our children and our grandchildren's future.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm programmed to deal with enough of the bullshit that I can kind of just let it kind of roll off me a little bit. But I think about my kids, and what's crazy is that right in front of us, we're watching like a great contradiction with gun rights and how they interpret the Constitution, which I try not to depend on the Constitution. I depend on the natural law and a natural right that we have to just defend ourselves. In defense, I can put my hands on anything to defend myself.
Right.
The requirement is defense. Yeah. The requirement is defense, not that I use a firearm that doesn't scare you. Like, what type of shit is that, right?
Right.
So, but I mean, I was born and raised in Illinois. And in Illinois, you cannot openly carry no firearm like this. They hate the AR pistol and everything over there. But over here, cops wave. I've been doing this for almost 6 years. I get hugs from the public, and everything is fine. But over there, the cops would shoot me down. They would feel justified because of what the magical paper told them, and then the public will support them as if the cops really didn't do anything wrong. And what the hell was I doing anyway? What I was doing in Iowa for 6 years is what I was fucking doing. And Iowa says, this is how you do the Constitution, and you guys restrict that, saying that this is how you do the Constitution, but you guys are wrong. So you can't even keep your story straight, state to state, on how this is supposed to go. Something is wrong. Why won't y'all say that?
Right.
Like, my life is on the line in the meantime because I can't go to my hometown and do this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I always say I'm just gonna walk around with the AR one day and see what somebody says.
Yeah, and you know, it is kind of scary, and I can understand how people will be like,
Yeah.
But I say, well, if I do it like this, I will not be misunderstood. This is pretty simple. I got my camera going here, and the longer I do it, the more and more it will be accepted. If somebody saw me the first time and they were scared, by the 10th time you go, whatever, kid, whatever, dude. I don't give a shit. You're still doing this, huh? And nothing happened. Never heard about you on the news. Every time I drive past you, I see people hugging you. I still don't like you, but you never hurt anybody.
Right.
That's going to be the end. That's the end of the story, that I never hurt anybody.
Yep.
So they can be scared the rest of their life. I don't care. So.
Well, it's good talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
I had to come back and give you a hug.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I'm just trying to help us, man. Bullies should not be winning everything all the time. I don't like it. So.
Yep, you're right.
Yep. You too. Keep that AR oiled up. Get your ammo up. How my sound going, man? My sound still good, y'all? Rick James, Asan hooking this bitch. Truth does not exist. What up, kid? Who else is in here? Wild Davis, what up? Oh, you in Iowa? I'm in Cedar Rapids, man. That's where I live at. Wild Davis, I'm in Cedar Rapids, man. Disambiguation 144 with a Wildcat. Austin. 33 always. What up, man? Revenue generators. That's exactly what they are. They already have us. They've already lulled us to sleep that we sleepwalking. And they say, well, why are y'all sleepwalking and y'all not going against the elite that are ruining y'all with ritualistic performances of human sacrifices, the bread and circus with the sports and the media and all this bullshit. They're trying to infiltrate anything at all that looks like freedom on the internet. They don't, as soon as they don't want you saying certain shit and they want you to not pick that gun up, you're supposed to talk your shit and get that gun. The fuck? I'm gonna do the opposite of what the fuck they talking about. They some bitches, bruh. They some goofies. Yeah, the biggest enemy is government and religion. You're right, truth does not exist because it works. This is what blows my mind every time it crosses my mind that this is the truth. It blows my mind, and I got to tip my hat to them. First of all, you see them trying to master. You see them trying to master decoding the human consciousness, the mind, how it works, what makes it tick, the body, so that they can give you the fucking drugs that they have mastered. The pharmaceutical industry, pharmakeia, that is witchcraft ass creating a potion. Have you ever seen a cartoon with the wicked witch or whatever standing over the pot, stirring that smoky pot of stuff or whatever to make the elixirs, to brainwash someone or make somebody fall in love artificially, all of that shit? Listen, that's a representation of what Big Pharma's doing. Food is supposed to be your medicine, but they give you the bad food knowing you're going to need the drugs later. They're trying to make you a lifelong customer, and I don't understand like why We can see that so clearly that the food is so bad, but nobody says file charges, arrest them, and then put them to death if that's what they deserve. Because I think that's what's supposed to happen. Y'all are affecting way too many people with their bullshit. In a state like Iowa and many other states that have not legalized or decriminalized marijuana, what they would do to your life for being involved with marijuana is crazy. But why they won't do this stuff to the people that's poisoning all the foods? All the food is bad. The red dye, the soy is crazy. They do all of this stuff to the food and don't nobody go to jail for hurting these kids with this bad food. Nobody goes to jail for hurting these kids with this bad food. Y'all turning these kids into 35-year-old cancer patients with that bullshit. And how many people's lives did y'all ruin with the weed charges? And then later on, y'all legalize the weed, man. Fuck y'all to the dirt, bro. Y'all crazy, man. We should not be. Listen, just examine what it is that they're doing. Be honest with what it is that they're doing exactly, specifically. Tell the whole deep truth of what it is that they're doing and what that means. And if you can still find yourself to be comfortable, loving, and caring, and trusting of them, then go live your life, bro. You should be able to look at them right away and go, man, I don't like this shit. You should be able to look at this shit and go, man, I would go to jail if I affected people's lives in a negative way like that with any type of substance. Then these fucking hospitals and shit be getting bonuses when they use the chemo and all this other shit and radiation treatments and shit. Man, y'all ass supposed to be fasting. Y'all was talking about potential cures and shit that marijuana or hemp or whatever part of the plant that y'all use, the male, female, whatever. But y'all, there was mad talks of like how that could be helping cancer and other illnesses and stuff, man. Even neurological illnesses and shit, right? And then don't nobody talk about that no more. Ain't nobody pushing for that no more. Nobody's discovering these things to be true and then looking at them use the bad shit and go, oh, your shit was bad before, it was rough. Cancer's rough on the body. That shit trying to kill everything in your body and then see if who gonna die first, you or the cancer. They like, just kill it all and see what dies first. That shit crazy, right? But they sit back here and they do this shit and they know that these things are going to cause cancer because they do all of the studies. They doing live action studies right in front of you. When they talk about cancer research, I just think that's phase 2. Cancer research is phase 2. Phase 1 is how do they induce the fucking cancer by poisoning the fucking food. Fucking weirdos, bruh. Like that. Man, I like this time of year, man, because everybody bring their fancy cars out and shit. I went to a car show and a parade this morning with my kids and shit. And it's some beautiful cars out here, man. And you know, my sons were tripping when I was like explaining to them how old some of these cars is. And he was like, man, that's an old car. That's crazy. I was like, man, not only is that crazy, but you know how hard it is to keep a fucking 60-year-old car looking new like that? Boy, that's some work. Cars be falling apart. But yeah, man, I'm almost about out of here. If there's anything else anybody want to talk about, man, I just want to get out here real quick. Enjoy this beautiful ass day. Talk my shit and test this microphone. I'm glad I got the microphone. We're going to keep the shit cracking. Oh, no, RPM Richard James. Cuzzo, I don't know where Cuzzo at today. He might be in Dubuque where he live at. I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Cuz might be, I don't know. I don't know where Cuz at. I'm at the holler at him. Ask him where he at. But every couple of weeks or so, you know, he can make time to come out with me. Next time, man, we got to go to a new city. We ain't branched out really into no new territory. Like most of last year, we really didn't, and not at all this year so far. So we got to hit like at least 2 like new places, man. We got to hit like 2 new places sometime. I want to go back to Madison, Wisconsin so bad. There was a Nazi, what you call it, they had a little rally or something, some neo-Nazis, they out on the corner, about, I don't know, 8, 12, 15 of them or whatever. And it's a windy day. I don't know if the microphone is killing that that wind and shit, because I got some noise canceling shit on there. Oh, the audio is awesome. Thank you. Right when I was asking, there we go. Ace on hook. Yeah, yeah. You drove past earlier, didn't you?
I sure did.
That's what's up, man. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime, every time.
Yeah, yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, shout out to Eagle Eye, Javier. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's my cousin, too. Javier Gabos is my cousin, first cousin. His daddy is my mom's little brother. But yeah, man, come on, man. Listen, I expect for every man to make an honest attempt to not be nobody's dummy and to be nobody's bitch. And if you really mean that, you have to stop allowing yourself to be lied to by a government that has been doing absolutely nothing but lying. Stop letting them just do that shit, man. There's no way in hell that anybody out here has any real faith that the problems that we have will be fixed by government. Is that what you think is about to happen if you vote again? Is that what you think? Say it with a straight face. Say it right to me with a straight face that this time when you vote, you know that somebody's going to get in there that's going to do some positive changing and it's not going to benefit them at all and it's going to benefit us immensely. You don't even got no faith like that. You don't think that that's going to happen like that. Stop playing. You got to lie to yourself to even follow through with this bullshit. I ain't never voted a day in my fucking life. I don't know what their process look like. I ain't never been to one of their facilities for that shit. I'm not choosing a fucking master. The answer is fucking no to everybody, and I mean that shit for life. Why would I go vote when the answer is fucking no every time? None of y'all get to fucking tell me what to do. I don't trust y'all. Y'all lie a lot. Y'all are susceptible to sexual blackmail and bribery. And corruption, y'all are real susceptible to that. As a matter of fact, I think it's such a haven for that kind of activity. If you get into politics, I think you're looking forward to the bribery and shit. I think you're looking forward to hiding behind that shit to make more money than what your salary really expects for you to be making. How they get this $140,000 or $175,000 salaries for some of these higher level government positions, and these motherfuckers be millionaires. All these lobbyists are paying for you to do what it is that they ask you to do. Ain't none of that shit got nothing to do with us at all. Y'all act like voting means that your voice was heard and these people are representing you. They gonna represent whoever gave them that fucking money. Are you insane? Tell me that it's not true. Tell me that it's not true what I just said. You won't even say that. And if you can't deny what it is that I'm saying, where do you get this energy to then vote? Where'd it come from? Where'd it come from? Y'all don't even be confronting y'allself about what the fuck it means when you do the shit that y'all do. You a fuck about a fucking vote. Vote these nuts. I got votes right here. These are all my votes. And vote your ass out of office. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody has a like y'all. Yo, RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch. I got some music on. I got to get that out of here. Peace and love to y'all, man. Let's see. All the way to the end. Was the mic good? We got good sound still, even at the end of it. Yeah, that's a nice wardrobe there, Rick James. A lot of these guys out here underdressed. Fucking phones clipped on their fucking pockets and shit, on their belt and shit. Fucking phone on your clip, bro. I really wish that was a gun instead. Put your phone in your fucking pocket. Sound is good. That's what's up, man. What up, BAL? Shout out to you. Man, I love y'all, man. If y'all ain't got no gun, y'all should go get one. Don't fear a firearm. You can learn to master that shit. Just be OCD about the 4 gun rules. The gun safety rules are real easy. If you sincerely don't want to be in a jam with an accidental discharge, if you do not want to destroy your life and the life of your fucking family with an accidental discharge, then learn them gun safety rules and then OCD that shit. That's what you have to do. And it's not even that big of a fucking deal. Your ass was a scared, unexperienced teenager trying to move this fucking casket on wheels, because how many of y'all fucking die behind the fucking wheel, man? There's no joke out here. You conquered that fear and then you mastered it, and now you're driving, texting, drinking, eating, arguing with a motherfucker, trying to find something to listen to on your fucking Spotify and all type of shit. Shut up. You will be fine. Master that fucking gun, asshole. Go get one and stop being scared of that shit. The fuck? Stop being so goddamn scared. You can't reverse them mistakes, but it is fucking, you gotta be fucking reckless to make them. You gotta not be respecting what the fuck you came here for. It's a fucking tool, man. It's a fucking freedom pole. It's a fishing pole. I'm fishing for freedom out this bitch. Yeah, True Does Not Exist says, go to Turkey and find out what happens when women don't have a Second Amendment. And really, this is why I believe that I think we can talk ourselves right into the understanding that the Second Amendment, though it might be something that people think they can hang their hat on, I'm telling you, it's an illusion that's just working in our favor for now until they amend it, because it is an illusion. Any woman who can be safe and free to be a fucking a free person void of fucking violence in any country in this world is suffering a great human tragedy that he or she cannot defend themselves. It's a natural law. I think, as a matter of fact, if we don't stand on it that it's a natural law, not only will we allow them to fool us when they amend it, and then they get some of us to step to the side, take ourselves out of the fight that they deserve because they convinced us that they admitted it and that there's something that we need to accept. If they can get you to do that, they can get you to take yourself out of a fight when they deserve to get a fucking fight out of you. If it does any of that at all, then I'm going to say that you got played with this idea by putting your heart into a Constitution or the Second Amendment. Secondly, if you lean on the natural fact of what it is that I'm talking about, what you will know is we are watching the world go under a great suffering, that human rights, natural rights, are constantly being violated. We act like that woman might have a rough life over there in Turkey, but hey, they ain't got no Second Amendment. So then you act like what's happening to them cannot or will not happen to you. And if it did, what? What if they took our Constitution and that Second Amendment? Would you say, oh, no, 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 there's something inside of me that aligns me with the truth of what we got going on here that I don't need you to fucking write down? Are you crazy? Or you change the right and you think I care? Here it comes. This is what people say that they would do with the Gadsden flag and all that other shit. If you say don't tread on me, what you're saying is if they change the Second Amendment away from where you know in your heart it's supposed to be, you're just going to act like it is there, and then you're going to get them the fight that they deserve. That's what you said. I'm telling you, I know that that's what they want to do. I'm way ahead of them. I'm at the finish line waiting for their ass already. I know that this is where they want to go. So I'm telling them, if they throw it out, we are not fucked. They are. I don't even care if they throw it out. I think they deserve to fight, and they've been deserved to fight. Whatever fucking taps the keg is okay with me. I don't give a fuck. That's why I want them to just fucking throw it out. And then we're going to show them what Turkey would not show them, what China would not show them, what Brazil would not show them, what Ecuador would not show their government. We're going to show them that we never needed you to write it down. And if you think you're going to bully us because you changed the paper, well, we'll just fuck y'all up. We don't care about that shit. We don't care about that. I'm just ahead of y'all, though. If y'all mean to stand on the Constitution, you also have to mean that if they change it, you're going to fuck them up. Then you're going to sound like me. I'm just already saying it. That's all. You just behind a little bit. Because we don't need that Second Amendment. These are natural rights. And right now, somebody is suffering a fucking violation of their natural rights. The whole time, people don't give it the sincerity that it deserves because they never had a Constitution in the first place. Would it make anybody feel any different if Turkey had a Constitution, their government stomped on their Constitution, and then start doing this to the people? Would you feel different? I won't give a fuck if they never had one. Like it's a magic trick, man. It's a mind game. It never made any sense that if the government was going to go tyrannical, that it will also be up to them whether we can have the fucking guns or not. Why would it ever have been up to them? Are y'all telling me that the founding forefathers said, hey, you guys got to watch out for a tyrannical government because if they go crazy, y'all know what to do. Yeah, and by the way, government, yo, you can tell them if they can have those guns or not. Good luck, you guys. That sounds stupid. They wouldn't say this out of one side of their mouth and then tell the government that it was up to them whether we was going to have these guns or not. It's never up to the government if we can have the tools to stop them and we needed to revolt. Yeah. Yeah, it was never up to government to tell us that we can revolt or not. We don't need their permission. Yeah, we don't need their permission. Yeah. They thank you, man. I think them people are crazy, man. The audacity to pretend that they would allow us the tools that we would use for a revolt is crazy on your side. Why you got this expectation that, hey man, we needed to revolt, they would let us, they wouldn't stand up. Is that what you expect? Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. They would not allow us to revolt. And if they can get in our way to keep us from doing that, they would. And if they would try to get in our way to keep us from doing that, what would it look like? Gun control, that's what it would look like. So you can't let them do it. And it's ridiculous to think that it was ever up to them in the first place. How would it be up to them? If it was up to them, they would stop you. I don't know, man. Y'all will figure it out. Eventually, you'll figure it out. I just don't want y'all to figure it out too late. I kind of wish people would honk their horns. I'm getting a lot of support. It's like it'd be 6, 7, 8 cars in a row. People saluting, waving, and all type of shit. I got a habit of standing close to the phone because I'm not used to the microphone, so I stand close to the phone and be like, man, I hope y'all can hear me. Yeah, without a gun, what rights do you have? That's true, but you always have all your rights. What's happening is somebody says, we're going to fight you for that. And then if you go, I'm not going to fight you, you can just take it. Then that's what happens. But we never lose any rights. If they tell you to shut up, or else they're going to fight you, you don't need no magical paper. You just tell them, if you're going to fight me over this shit, then do it then. I already don't need your permission. You would already be wrong if you did it, whether you're successful in shutting me up or not. The success rate doesn't determine whether you were right or not. Either you're right or you're wrong, and it's wrong for them to tell you to shut the fuck up and don't touch that gun. It's wrong for them to do that, period. You got to tell them, no, you shut the fuck up. Say, no, you put your fucking gun down. The fuck? Man, I'm out of here, man. Beautiful day. I'm going to go spend the rest of the day with my girl and my kids, and I'm going to just relax a little bit. Got a lot. I got a lot on my mind and shit. Got a lot of things going on, and yeah. In regards to the open carry demos and shit, me and Cuz got to get out here more. We got to spread out. So we want to go to Madison, Wisconsin. Hopefully, we can spark some controversy with some neo-Nazis. They wouldn't even talk to us the way they talk to other people. They would see us and go, well, we're not going to antagonize them per se. They'll talk to us nicely if they talk to us. That's for goddamn sure. They're going to be sweet. Ain't nobody going to be throwing no N-words around and fucking pointing fingers and getting in people's faces. You think they're going to do that? Nah. This is how you tell people. You going to talk to me nicely and get the fuck away from me because it ain't going to be nothing else. This is how you do that with a gun on you. It does all the right things to social interactions. It does all the right shit to social interactions when motherfuckers got guns. But I would like to crash they shit in Madison, or at least get some of those guys to come out there. They might come out there just because we out there. I don't know. That'd be nice. I won't give a fuck though. And we also want to do at least one new town in Iowa, preferably like Davenport. People say Davenport is kind of like, Davenport gonna be kind of wild because it might be liberal down there, and that the cops got a higher probability of being distrusting of us being black with the guns because there's some criminal activity going on over there because of the crossover between Illinois and Chicago boys, looking for new places to set up shop, places they want to run and hide from their street beef and warrants and murder charges that they running from and shit. Some of those guys come, right across, that Mississippi River, so they can stay close to home, wherever they call home, but they can get out the way, and because of all of that, we might be perceived a certain way at glance by the public and by the people. By the police. So, if that's the case, we'll go out there then. I don't mind. Thank you. I don't mind ruffling them feathers like that. There is a small town near here in Iowa. I can't remember the name of it, but I got to ask a friend of mine what's the name of this little town, because they say it's a small town and motherfuckers is racist, and they believe that there's no way that me and Cuz can go out there and that these guys will see us and not talk shit. She said they gonna talk shit. They is not gonna accept nothing. They do not like black folks. So we going out there. Period. I can't wait to go out there, bro. And it's not to provoke nothing. What I'm going to show is either they're more violent than what they would stereotypically assume that we are. The only thing that can happen is that they're gonna prove that they more violent, that we're not violent at all, or that we'll come out there and they'll be talking all that shit until they see us, and then they won't say shit. So then they really some bitches. So either we're gonna discover something. What up? What up? What up? I think I've seen you before.
Dude, I came up on you downtown. I work at Casey's, bro.
That's right, the Casey's.
How you doing?
Good, man. You good?
What you carrying today?
Man, I got the AR-15, the AR pistol. I got the Glock. Got that stick on me, all that, boy.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Stay loaded.
Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, I've seen that kid before a couple times. He always find me out here, come up to me even when I ain't even out here doing all this. One time he came up to me, just talking to me like he knew me. I ain't know what was going on. And then he's like, all right, man, thanks, man. Hope to see you out there again with your AR. So I was like, oh, that's where you know me from. I was wondering why you was being so friendly and shit. But I didn't know who he was. Keep your .0, folks. Have a good day. I'm out. All right. Yeah, you're right, man. Get to the range. Yeah, get to the range. Bust your shit. Learn your ammo. Find what firearm works for you, what feels good, what is it that you know that you can master. There's a lot to learn in the gun world, but it's a beautiful thing. It's really an art form, man. Thank you. This AR that I got, this is a build right here. That's an AR build, and it was fun. It's custom, it's one-on-one, and ARs are like that. And it's so modular, you can change it at any time. You can just do so much different shit to it. And the more and more you get into that, the less fearful you are about handling the firearm for yourself, and the less fearful you are about how dangerous the world is, because the world can be dangerous. We all know that. It don't take a conspiracy theory to know that. What's crazy though is that I got a certain level of acceptance of that, and I have to thank the gun for that, because no matter how worried I might be on a day-to-day basis when they try to scare you with the news, or you get to a certain part of town or this town or that town and things get a little shady or whatever, I'm always as calm and cool as I can possibly be when I know that I at least have a chance, because I got a gun on me and I know I didn't even intend to be even hurting nobody. So when I know that I'm coming with all of the love and I'm only defensive and I got a gun on me, I'll be like, man, I don't know how to get more comfortable in this. I'll be comfortable in tense situations because I'm thinking, I know I'm in the right. I ain't did nothing to nobody, ain't trying to do nothing to nobody. And if somebody trying to do something to me, I know I got the best fucking chance in my own personal defense to keep you from doing that. Man, I'm cool, man. I'm comfortable, bro. It'd be hard for you to get me to turn up and all that type of shit. But that's what the gun do, man. It gives you the courage and the confidence to be calm and cool, to lead with your heart, and then destroy your enemies if you got to do that. Fuck them. Look up Hoffman Tactical Super Safety. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh, that force reset. The ATF don't like that, but the ATF can kiss my dick. I wish I could get one. I wish I knew where they was. The ATF crazy though. The ATF are known for confiscating fire. The ATF is known for confiscating firearms and then selling them on the black market. You think I give a fuck about what the ATF got to say about me? Once a place like the ATF is known for doing stuff like that, I don't got to respect them. Are you insane? The audacity of a motherfucker to think that I'm supposed to respect the ATF when they're guilty of shit like that? Man, I don't see no badge, no titles, no nothing. These are people playing us out a game. When I already said that the game was over, y'all look crazy. What would, out of all the football players on the field to play a game, what the fuck would it look like if 6 other fucking players stayed on the field throwing the ball around and one referee stood around blowing a fucking whistle at fucking charges and throwing a flag and shit? Flag on the fucking play about what, bro? The stadium is empty. Everybody's going home. It's 6 of y'all in the ref. This ain't even really a game, and that's how I feel like when the ATF was talking stupid shit about force reset triggers or what's that double clicking trigger? The binary, which are both illegal in Iowa, and that's crazy. Iowa's fucking up. Iowa fucking up in regard to them triggers, bro. But that's what they look like to me. You cannot be a criminal violating the very laws that you want to hold against me and then think I'm going to respect you when you do that shit. ATF is out of their mind, bro. I don't even look at them as real people. The ATF might as well be a law enforcement agency in Law and Order, and then it exists nowhere else. Just a TV show. That's how I don't even respect them at all, bro. And people go, oh well, they are tough and they are real and they can do this to you, man. Them as people, and if them people come to my house and I do what I do to people, you don't fuck about none of that shit. And if we all treated them like that, they'd be scared to go anywhere to talk that shit. They like, how the fuck we gonna go anywhere? And if they get out here and on any level of gun confiscation, why what's this bitch's name? Kamala Harris is talking about getting an assault weapons ban. Man, call y'all dog off, bro. Somebody get this bitch, bro. Tell her she doing way too much. She making all these fucking promises about what she gonna do if she get in office. Bitch, you VP right now. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. Man, that's crazy. Internet X, you usually the first one in here. Now you're the last one because I'm almost out of here. But what up, though? You got to rewind it back, man. Ghost in this bitch. I'm security on a night shift with nothing on, and you're right. Having all of this on that you got, I wouldn't be paranoid about nothing. No, I'm really not. And even if I ever had anything to fear when I already am who I am, I would at least have the heart and the understanding and the moral high ground to know that I've been out here asking for hugs. Anybody bring a problem to me has a fucking problem, bro. You got an emotional problem. You got go have a fucking criminal problem, and then a fucking funeral arrangement problem. Fucking with me, that is gonna go in that order, because I'm out here to extend my arms for a hug from anybody. Anybody who do anything else to the environment or to the situation out here with me, that's your fault, bro. That's not what I asked for. I didn't even expect that at all. I actually got a little bit of an ego, enough of it to expect that everybody gonna hug me and ain't nobody gonna come up here to try to punch me in the face. You crazy. The one guy tried to do that a couple years ago to me and Cuz, that man was drunk, man. He was drunk and stupid. The motherfucker called the police and then came down there where we were to where he already called the police. Said, why would you show up? And then he showed up trying to call us out to a fight, telling us to hurry up, put the guns down, try to get us to fight. He wanted the cops to show up when he called to us fighting him so he can play the victim. All of this is on camera. He was so drunk he didn't realize that I was recording him. And then the cops let him drive off too. They fucked that up. They didn't want to fuck this man's life up with an OWI or a DUI or something when he tried to call the police on us. The cops wanted to act like none of it ever happened. And I feel like they're protecting him, man. That's fucked up. But I'm out of here, man. Wu Bang, RPM, Trey Vietnam in this bitch. Get a gun today. Hug an AR on him, man. This is what I do. It's undebatable. I've already proven who I am. And nothing's going to change it. It's way too late now. Anybody ever do nothing to me? They did that shit to the huggable guy and fuck them for that. Give a fuck. Good luck surviving. And I don't care what you look like or what you're dressed in or none of that shit either. Why would I care, bro? My life on the line. Man, yeah, there ain't gonna be no games. Who gonna send? Yeah, who are they gonna send to take the guns? I don't know who they gonna send to do that. Well, you know what? I think I do know. All these immigrants coming in, they giving them this this fluffy treatment with all of the welfare and all of the pampering and babying that they've been doing to all of these immigrants after they let them in, trying to pretend that it wasn't happening. And then when they had to admit that it was happening, they say it's happening, but it's not as much as y'all say it is. And then when we see how much it really is, then they say, yeah, it's happening, and it is how much you say it is, but ain't we the land of the free? Just let them. It's like, man, we told you no from the jump. We've been telling y'all no this whole time. Those guys are here trading military service for citizenship. That's why they can't address the fact that they're not letting in no fucking illegal immigrants, man. They letting in people that they've granted fucking citizenship to for a military service exchange. That's what I think. I think that's the trick. And I think that's what they're going to use to try to police some of this shit in a civil unrest. These people come from places sent here, possibly even by their own governments, when these foreign countries and their governments are working real closely with the Council on Foreign Relations, the WHO, the World Economic Forum, the Trilateral Commission. All of these countries are getting together, deciding to send their people here to help America change from the inside out. This is what they want. They want a one world government, and you know that they do. They keep saying it. There's no other way for them to get it but to destroy this fucking place and the money and the gun rights. And then you see them attacking all of those things at the same time right in front of you. It's a synchronized fucking dance, man. It's choreographed, bro. They dancing all over your ass right now. Shit reminds me of a fucking 1990 Janet Jackson video. They are dancing on you right in front of you. Y'all some goofies. Stop letting them do that shit.